The billionaire locked away princess. Forget Disney castles and TikTok influencers. North Korea's real-life princess, Kim Joo-ae, lives in a bubble of extreme luxury, power, and global curiosity, all while her country remains locked away from the world. At roughly 10 years old, the daughter of Kim Jong-un has made only a handful of public outings, each meticulously staged to showcase her as heir apparent within a regime that officially shuns royalty. Her first appearance at a 2022 missile launch site sent ripples through international media, with state press draping her in European-style finery seldom seen outside Pyongyang's inner circle. Weeks later, she reappeared at a lavish military banquet, clutching her father's hand as cameras rolled, sparking whispers that she's being groomed for leadership under the guise of communist iconography. Analysts at the Korea Herald argue Joo-ae's staged visibility is less family photo op and more propaganda vehicle, designed to convey that North Korea's future generations are safe under Kim's rule. The South China Morning Post notes her rare outings have ignited fierce speculation over succession, likening her to a modern princess in a country that officially rejects monarchy. Despite her pampered life, homeschooled studies, horseback rides, and secretive ski trips, reliable details remain scarce, making her a global enigma. North Korea's shadowy Office 39 is believed to bankroll the Kim family's multi-billion-dollar fortune, so Joo-ae's couture closet probably rivals those of real European royals. Her education is shrouded in mystery too. NK Insider reports that while an 11-year-old should be in school, the Kims favor private tutors and selective exposure, treating learning as a privilege rather than a right. Even state-run websites have reportedly blocked searches of her name, hinting at the regime's extreme sensitivity to any mention of the little girl poised to inherit power. Kim Joo-ae, believed to be about 10 years old, is the only publicly acknowledged daughter of Kim Jong-un. She first surfaced in state media at a missile launch site in late 2022, where photos showed her standing beside her father in polished European-style attire, an image unheard of before. Barely 10 days later, she attended a lavish military banquet, clutching her father's hand as cameras rolled, a second appearance that sparked talk of succession. Reuters later noted her participation in New Year's celebrations with fireworks and ice dancing, marking her third major outing. The Korea Herald reports that state media now refers to her as respected, framing her as a symbol of continuity and security for younger generations. Despite North Korea's communist ideology, Joo-ae's role mirrors dynastic traditions, reinforcing family rule in practice, if not in law. South Korea's National Intelligence Service highlighted her equestrian skills and suggested she's being primed as a successor, adding weight to the heir-apparent narrative. NK Insider reveals that, as an 11-year-old, she receives private tutoring rather than attending formal school, underscoring the regime's tight control over her upbringing. NK News discovered that DPRK Today's website blocks searches for Kim Joo-ae, deleting past references, evidence of extreme sensitivity about her identity. SCMP commentators observe that her every appearance, though rare, ignites intense international debate over North Korea's shift toward hereditary rule. It has been noted that her carefully staged second outing included a handshake with military officers, reinforcing her image as the regime's future face. Her lavish, secretive lifestyle. Experts believe Kim Joo-ae's childhood is anything but ordinary. She likely spends her days in sprawling private estates, stocked with luxury European imports, from custom pianos to Ferraris, smuggled in by Office 39's covert networks. Reports suggest that North Korea imported $645 million worth of banned luxury goods in 2012 alone, hinting at the scale of extravagance available to the Kim family. Sources point to hidden garages filled with high-end vehicles and music rooms furnished with Steinway pianos, all tucked behind gates at secluded compounds. Rumor has it that Joo-ae could follow in her father's footsteps and attend a Swiss boarding school, mirroring Kim Jong-un's years in Lausanne. Experts theorize this would both modernize her education and shield her from domestic political volatility. Intelligence assessments note that expatriate schooling aligns with the regime's desire to craft a cosmopolitan heir while maintaining tight security. Within her secretive bubble, Michelin-level chefs reportedly prepare bespoke menus, blending French haute cuisine with traditional Korean delicacies, an echo of Kenji Fujimoto's legendary tenure as Kim Jong-il's personal sushi chef. These culinary talents serve five-star banquets in concealed dining halls, ensuring every bite reflects the regime's taste for opulence. Playtime for Ju-ae is said to involve luxury toys, antiques, designer dolls, and imported tech gadgets, procured through the same illicit channels that bankroll the family's yacht and cognac collections. Meanwhile, experts map multiple palatial bunkers beneath Pyongyang's surface, each directly linked to Kim family residences, offering Ju-ae safety and seclusion in luxury subterranean suites. This clandestine world is financed by Office 39, long accused of funneling slush funds through smuggling, arms trading, and counterfeit schemes to keep the Kim dynasty in perpetual extravagance. In Ju-ae's realm, education, entertainment, and safety are all delivered with a glossy veneer, hiding the stark contrast between her gilded upbringing and the hardship endured by ordinary North Koreans. A growing body of evidence suggests that Kim Ju-ae serves as a carefully crafted propaganda tool for the Kim regime, with state media bestowing royal-style honorifics on her while censoring all but approved images. Her handful of public outings, at parades, missile tests, and satellite launches, are choreographed to project strength and continuity, feeding intense speculation from intelligence agencies and analysts that she is being groomed as the next Kim in a dynastic succession disguised as a republic. North Korean princess net worth. Estimates place the Kim dynasty's wealth in the tens of billions, stored in shell companies, covert front firms, and hidden bank accounts run by the shadowy Office 39. Meanwhile, ordinary North Koreans suffer severe poverty and food insecurity after draconian COVID measures and chronic rationing decimated income sources. A U.S. district court's forfeiture of $2.4 million from 4 Pyongyang-linked front companies exposed just the tip of North Korea's money laundering iceberg, with FBI records tracing wire transfers through shell firms acting for the Foreign Trade Bank. Reuters reporting on sanctions evasion describes cash couriers and false names funneling illicit proceeds into a royal court fund, funding Kim Jong-il's inner circle, and by extension, today's regime. The U.S. Treasury's designation of Office 39 entities highlights how the Bureau orchestrates procurement of luxury goods, bulk cash smuggling, and counterfeiting schemes, all feeding North Korea's slush funds. Beyond front companies, North Korean restaurants in Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam double as money laundering hubs, churning out an estimated $500 million annually under the guise of noodle bars. A BBC-corroborated exposé revealed Russia shipped over 1 million barrels of oil to Pyongyang in violation of UN caps, effectively swapping energy for munitions and bolstering the regime's war chest. Recent NK News sanctions on IT workers show that coding labs in Malaysia and China funnel hundreds of millions more into the regime's coffers via illicit cyber theft and fraudulent contracts. Despite sweeping UN sanctions, Reuters describes how luxury imports became the new normal, with Office 39 overseeing the smuggling of banned designer watches, pianos, and even luxury vehicles through China's black market. Satellite investigations into gold panning along the Yalu River suggest Office 39's hand in mining operations to secure bullion, which is funneled back into the regime's private vaults. Time's deep dive into Kim Yo-jong's links with Office 39 underscores how illicit arms sales, narcotics trafficking, and counterfeit currency ventures augment the family's hidden fortune. Her state-owned assets and systemic control. The Kim regime's grip on state enterprises, from mining conglomerates to luxury hotels, ensures a constant revenue stream disguised as government activity, according to Reuters' analyses of foreign investment barriers. Bloomberg reports that arms deals with Russia and other partners generate hard currency, while domestic state-owned industries extract resources at cut-rate prices to pad the leadership's slush funds. All this wealth contrasts sharply with the majority of citizens who survive on meager UN rations and forced labor, with UN and HRW documenting that widespread economic neglect amounts to crimes against humanity. Her titles and censorship in state media. State-run outlets have dubbed Ju-ae the respected daughter and beloved child, language usually reserved for exalted leaders rather than mere offspring. NK News reports that official websites now block searches for Kim Ju-ae, deleting past references to control her narrative and maintain secrecy. The Korea Herald describes her appearances as a propaganda vehicle, designed to signal that the regime's nuclear arsenal ensures the safety of future generations. Voice of America analysts argue that Ju-ae is being inculcated with a regime-approved worldview, effectively brainwashing her into an elite role within the Pyongyang hierarchy. Her appearances at military parades. Al Jazeera photos show Kim Jong-un and Ju-ae front and center at a nighttime parade, flaunting nuclear weapons, amplifying the regime's might. NBC Philadelphia notes her presence at a mass military parade in Kim Il-sung Square, marking one of only 5 known public outings and reinforcing her visibility. CNN captured the duo hand-in-hand, inspecting an ICBM launch site, a first-ever glimpse of the father-daughter bond at a weapons test. Reuters confirms she was revealed globally during the Hwasong-17 missile launch, symbolizing the regime's unity under Kim rule. CBS News reports show them examining a spy satellite prototype, underscoring her role in showcasing advanced military programs. Her succession speculation. NK Insider cautions that succession rumors are premature, but notes her curated outings mimic early stages of leadership grooming. The Korea Times cites South Korea's NIS conclusion that Ju-ae is being groomed as Kim Jong-un's successor, based on appellations and media framing. The Guardian reports that the NIS views her as heir apparent, suggesting a fourth-generation dynastic plan despite North Korea's nominally republican system. CSIS experts argue her outings could mark the initial phase of a hereditary succession, though they caution she's too young to wield real power yet. Asia-Pacific Canada analysts highlight that scripted cameos are tactics to solidify Paek-2 bloodline unity and prepare the public for eventual leadership transition. The South China Morning Post notes each rare appearance sparks intense debate over North Korea's move toward a true hereditary monarchy under communist cover. The display of Kim family portraits alongside Kim's own hints at an impending era defined by dynastic continuity, with Ju-ae central to that narrative. Politico observes that concerns over Kim's health have amplified talk that his daughter may be fast-tracked as heir, underscoring her strategic importance. Through every orchestrated photo and honorific title, Ju-ae emerges less as a child and more as a living emblem of regime survival, North Korea's princess in all but name, her propaganda value eclipsing any pretense of ordinary childhood. The reality of her personal life. Kim Ju-ae might be the world's youngest royal influencer. Only her followers aren't on Instagram, they're in military uniform. In fewer than 6 public outings since November 2022, she's gone from inspecting Hwasong-17 missiles to appearing at fireworks-lit New Year's festivities, each moment carefully choreographed to project an image of unbroken Kim dynasty strength. While other kids her age are posting dance challenges, Ju-ae's reach is measured in headlines and uniformed salutes rather than clicks and shares. Her staged appearances at nighttime military parades and lavish banquets underscore her role as the regime's living emblem of continuity, blurring the line between child and political symbol. State media now labels her respected, a title usually reserved for the most exalted leaders, signaling that Ju-ae is less a private daughter and more a public heir, even if North Korea remains a nominal republic. Online, the regime's censorship machines block any unsanctioned mention of her name, deleting references to keep her image pristine and unchallenged. Rumors of Swiss-style tutoring and elite security details further reinforces her bubble of privilege, isolating Ju-ae from the food shortages and economic hardship facing most North Koreans.